Feel the Asi Shalom. This is the divine peace. As a great portal of light opens, the Asi Shalom pours in from the upper worlds. It moves in and through us. And as it moves in and through us and connects all hearts and minds of the family of light throughout the world, we come consciously together to combine our higher heart of compassion and unconditional love. And as we hold this divine sacred energy, as it emanates from the higher heart, we now see clearly in our spiritual eye a formation of light that comes within this pillar of white light. And what comes within this pillar of white light is the symbol of the white dove, but it does not look like a dove. It's more of a white lighted imprint. And this dove has the outstretched wings. See clearly in your spiritual eye an emanation of light with a form of a dove, but not the physical dove itself. It is an energetic. And see the form with outstretched wings. And as you see this clearly in your spiritual eye, you see that this energetic, this symbol that comes from the upper worlds, begins to emanate more radiantly. It cannot be contained, and in fact, we can no longer see it, for it has grown in eminence and power and grandeur. But we are in its energy. It holds with it the sacred divine codes of perfect balance and unconditional love, anchored in the Shalometh Shalom, the peace that surpasses all human understanding. We sense and feel and know that our own electron spin has been accelerated as we integrate more directly with our higher selves. We make note of the frequency we find ourselves in as we continue to hold our sacred spaces for the pillar of light and the symbol it holds within it continues to anchor more deeply within the earth and expand. We hold the divine energetics to anchor this frequency that flows in the divine geometries, colors, and harmonics. It moves over the earth. It moves within the earth. It moves beyond the earth. And there is a particular triangulation between the earth, the moon, and the sun. And our own solar logi, Helios Vesta, radiates a more brighter brilliance, for there is another triplicity behind the sun, moving into the higher worlds, the higher levels, to Triangulum, a place where many of the Ami Shaddai reside. And from there, the higher upper worlds, bringing in this flow of the Asi Shalom, the Shalom Shalom, and the pillar of light, holding the divine movement and presence. And from these upper worlds of light, piercing through the delusions and the illusions of a physical, mental, and material world, moving through the miscreations and lower thought forms. We hold the point and the purpose of coming into our own power, addressing those consciousness, not allowing the ascension, but trying to manipulate and keep bonded. We call upon the Holy Spirit, the divine Christ consciousness and divine Maitreya, the Ancient of Days, for we are the children who have not forgotten. And we bring forth by our choice the higher realms of light that are transcended to the gravitational pull of the earth, and move into the right hand of God, the upper worlds of light, the paradise worlds, the Shambhala worlds, to once again align with the highest purpose and vision of our own Earth Mother. So we breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, breathing in this illumined light that is present, that we are consumed in, that we are embraced in, and we hold our positions as we share it throughout the world. See this divine sacred presence, this illuminated form, energetic of a dove within a pillar of light, expanding and moving into all the crevices, blockages, misconnections, disconnections, wounded relationships, past memories, false memories, all things that would block this light are now removed. All things that would block this light is now removed. We breathe in the holy sacred in-breath and out-breath, the light. We hold our positions, and we see in our spiritual eye this energy moving throughout the earth, saturated with the energy. And now we bring our attention to humanity, the humanity who have forgotten their stewardship and guardianship of the earth and all of its life. We move into those hearts of stone, those wounded hearts, those tribals, all of the miscreations now coming into the forefront for healing. And we say we heal and embrace the higher thought forms of unity, compassion, tolerance. We see clearly this light, dismantling the crusted thought forms of the lower intentions and the lower minds. And we bathe it now with this higher spiritual light from the upper worlds to bring perfect peace and the Asi Shalom. We are holding the intention that these thought forms no longer serve the earth, and it is time for it to be released. And we say to go into the light and the source of where it comes, to go into the light. For the children of light are awake and our cosmic memory returns. And we no longer will be manipulated or fall into fear. We invite those to come into the light, to come into the loving frequency of unconditional love. But as choice, if you choose not, you must leave and you must go. All ill intent is stopped. All ill intent is stopped. All intent is stopped. In your spiritual eye, see now finally that this brilliant, radiant light, this illumination from the higher worlds has completely saturated our own Earth Mother and beyond that. It holds a white golden light which holds all the colors within the earth and beyond the earth. Each frequency knowing where to go to adjust, to recalibrate, to balance and to heal, to purify, to cleanse. And as we hold this intention and this vision, we experience this within ourselves, personally and collectively. And we pass this on to our own family, our friends, community, our nation, and the world. For we share this DNA, we share this wisdom, we share this knowledge, and we bring in the activation of the higher codes of light to the humanity who have forgotten. We hold them in loving embrace, many simply pawns, holding ancient wounds, now ready to be released. And all creations from this now dissolves, and higher thoughts, benevolent thoughts, thoughts of unity now preside. And we just hold this presence a few more moments for it to do what it's come here to do. We acknowledge that the family of light will always be divinely protected, will always be divinely guided. And that thought form that Baba Sharone picked up, and for anybody picking up these lower thought forms, we now acknowledge and command that they are canceled in the name of the Christ, in the name of the Maitreya, in the name all that is holy and sacred. And now we know the time of the return has come. And we release completely our prayers, our intentions, and know it moves throughout the cosmos. And it heals, adjusts, purifies, and cleanses all that needs to be uplifted. And we're grateful hearts. We are grateful to serve with the Ami Shaddai, our family of light. And now we begin to draw in our own electromagnetic field as the radiant ones begin to draw in theirs. Slowly and methodically, we intend to be back fully into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies, even as we still hold the frequency of this higher light. Remember to think of this before you go to bed for the continued unfoldment for yourselves, your families, our community, our nation, and the world. And so on the count of 3, we will prepare to be back, awake, alert, and grounded. 1, 2, take a deep breath in. And 3, we are back, awake, we are alert, and we are grounded.